Now, the Supreme Court will be hearing a batch of appeals challenging the Karnataka High Court's order over the hijab controversy. A bench of Justices Hemant Gupta and Sudhanshu Dhulia will be hearing the petitions today. Remember, in early January, a controversy led to protests in several places in Karnataka after some Muslim girls who wore hijab were barred from entering the classes on grounds that it violated the institute's uniform policy. Now, petitions were filed by the aggrieved students in the Karnataka High Court, in which the High Court in March upheld the state government's order stating that the hijab is not an essential religious practice in Islam. That order of the Karnataka High Court has now been challenged in the top court. Harish joining us for more on this. Harish, what's expected in the court today? What are the arguments from both sides?
Yes, that's right. Supreme Court will be hearing appeals filed by 20 few Muslim students. There are altogether 23 petitions before the Supreme Court. Again, the Karnataka High Court judgment of March 15, High Court had dismissed the petition seeking permission to attend classes wearing hijab, ruling that wearing of hijab is not an essential religious practice. High
All right, so Harish reporting there on that very, very crucial hearing that's coming up in the Supreme Court later today over the hijab controversy in Karnataka. Remember, Karnataka High Court had ruled in favor of the state government, stating that hijab is not an essential religious practice in Islam. That order has been challenged in the top court. Harish reporting that there are 23 petitions there in the court. The Supreme Court will be hearing those batch of petitions. Harish, back with us. Harish, sorry, we lost you there. Complete your point.
Yes, remember, High Court had said three important things while dismissing the petitions of Muslim students. One, hijab is not a part of essential religious practices of Islam. Number two, requirement of uniform is a reasonable restriction on the fundamental right to freedom of expression, and a particular education institution or the government can impose it in the interest of enforcing decorum, uniformity, discipline, and equality. So the key argument of lawyers who represent the petitioner pro-hijab girls is that hijab is a symbol of modesty, faith, belief, constitutional right of freedom of religion, and hijab is an essential practice of Islam, intrinsic and integral to the religion, and therefore not allowing hijab in schools and colleges is a violation of right to freedom of religion. At the same time, Karnataka government, which had defended the ban, had successfully argued in the High Court that right to religion may be a fundamental right, but it is subjected to reasonable restrictions and no right is absolute. High Court, and they also said that when the collective interest of the institution is pitted against individual rights of a student, the collective rights of an institution to enforce discipline, uniformity, decorum, and equality.
All right, so Harish reporting there on that crucial hearing that's coming up in the Supreme Court today on the hijab controversy. Some more breaking news coming.